Joining us now is Arielle Raycene. Welcome to the show, Arielle. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's so nice to meet you. We were just talking before the camera started rolling that we're both originally from the Midwest. So I grew up in Florissant, Missouri, which is just outside of St.
Okay,
Louis. And
cool.
where did you grow up?
I grew up in a small town south of Wichita, Kansas, which is the biggest city close to us called Wellington. It was right above the Oklahoma border.
Now, did you end up doing pageants when you were a kid? Like what I know what it's like for a Midwesterner that wants to grow up and, be in showbiz or be famous or be in the entertainment industry someday and how we yearn for California or New York. But what was it like for you in Kansas?
At a really young age, between like 1 and 4, I was in LA with my mom. And that's when I got my SAG card and I started working. But then my mom decided to go back to her hometown in Kansas. And so that actually really eliminated all my acting prospects, obviously. Um, so I got into theater and I just was a theater geek all through high school. But growing up in Kansas, I was longing for obviously the big city because I knew it was there and I knew the moment I was graduating, I was going to leave. So I did. But I loved it actually because I was around a really large group of family. My great grandmother had 15 kids and they all lived in Kansas and in the same town. So it was nice, and I was, like, on a farm, and my grandmother's always encouraged me to, like, play and explore and, like, use all my crazy imagination, so it was nice, I think. I think I got to be a kid longer than someone, say, in the city already.
Sometimes you can use that childhood to draw upon it when you are doing acting. What was one of the high school plays that you might have been in that, or a musical that resonates with you still? Like, do you remember?
I was in what is it? I was the witch, or no, I was, like, the medium in one of those what was that play where it's, like, there's
Hocus
the
Pocus or something?
vampire
Or
and there's
oh, I don't
it's kinda
know.
like Wick
Okay,
I forget what it's
we'll,
called. It's yeah, anyways,
we'll look
I
it up.
remember that one. Um,
We'll look
yeah,
it up.
the, uh the newspaper actually took my photo and put me on the cover, and
Wow.
my family was super religious, so my mom didn't
Oh,
tell her mom that I was the medium in the play, but, like, then I was on the front cover with the ball, so then they found out, but, yeah, that was a fun little
well,
drama
grandmas
in the
are, I
family
know.
that
I was
time.
going to say, I had a similar thing. So I decided to take a floral arranging class and I decided to do floral arranging. And the person that was teaching us, we were making bridal bouquets, right? And they took my picture, they put my bridal bouquet in the newspaper. My grandmother calls and she's crying, Arielle. She's crying her eyes out. My mother's like, Mom, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? She goes, You didn't tell me that Donna Marie got engaged. And my mom's like, Donna didn't get engaged. She's like, this was just a floral arranging class that she was taking. I was, oh, my poor grandma.
That's so
I had
funny.
to drive over there and like console her. And yeah, it is funny because grandmas always want the best for us, right? And I guess they
Mhm.
just feel like, they're always looking out for us, and I remember my grandmother very well. So that's so sweet. That's a very funny story. And as the years rolled by,
Still
you've been
do
able
floral
to
arrangements?
what? What?
Do you still do floral arrangements?
Do I still in my house when I have a dinner party? Yes, I will. Like I'll touch it up. Like if I do buy flowers, I'll always, it's pretty easy. You put a center flower and then it's like north, south, east, and
Mhm.
west, and you just keep building. Have you done floral
Got it.
arranging before? Have
No,
you
I've
done
never done
no?
it, but my friends are all really into it, and, the cheese board stuff, I don't
Okay.
have
Oh,
that talent in me, but I could try.
yeah, I love that. I love like crudité and things like that, and I do like the cheese boards, and they can make like a meat rose and stuff like that. I was like, oh, it looks always good. Same thing.
Wow.
Yeah, but I am also. You've done so many things. You've done a lot of modeling. You've been everywhere, and then so it's always been a combination of modeling and acting and film work and all these types of great things you've done. But now, what about a tech company? You also run a tech company. I want to know about that too.
Yeah, we're soft launching actually this month. So it's called Real AF. I feel like you probably know what that means. Um, it is a 3D social profile. So basically, the creator goes into a studio. It's a 360 volumetric studio with 120 cameras, and we create this hologram of them. And this software was only really used in major studios, but we're making it readily available for everyone. And so yeah, so it's a base so you go in, you make a hologram and your consumer or your fan can see you for what you are, like in your living room. And
Wow.
furthermore, you can lock different assets. So like say you were a singer and you wanted to like release a song and people can buy it and have a preview of your song inside their home. Or like a comedian could do a private stand-up show for you. So the possibilities are endless. And since it is called Real AF and creating a hologram and editing all of that, like, you know how we're living in the social media world of filters and face apps and body editing. This will be the first like platform of its kind where it blocks out everything like that. So this is actually who you are in like obviously real life, but like we're not allowing any filters, body alterations on your photos or videos that you're going to add to the profile. So it's like we're
Interesting.
taking catfishing out. Yeah, we're putting catfishing on its head. But we're also just promoting like people being real and authentic because I feel like there's a hole missing in the industry for that.
I think so too. I think just getting back sometimes to the roots and just getting back to the people being people. And right now I get to see your face, but you're not here with me right now. Where are you living these days, Arielle? Where's home base for you?
I am in LA. I'm in LA right now, but I also live in New York because I
Oh,
moved from LA a while ago and was doing a play right before COVID hit. So New York was always a dream of mine, and I love New York. New York's like my baby. I'm still in my honeymoon phase even after all these years, but LA has always been like just a home, but I'm kind of over it. But LA is good for it has
yes.
its moments.
Well, when you come back to New York, maybe we could meet in the real world. I'd love for you to see my television studio. We have uh, a New York State women-owned qualified television full production studio with a grid-lit room and experiential marketing room, and we do like a lot of interactive things. So, especially with that technology you're talking about, I'm like, that sounds really interesting to me too. So, I would love to learn more about that. So here we are, two Midwest
Yeah,
girls, and we grew up to be able to be in the industry, and it's a lot of fun. So, is there one
it is a lot
thing
of
that you're
fun.
looking forward to that you haven't done yet? Like, is there a certain role or
Mm,
something that you'd like to
yeah,
play?
absolutely. I want to be in a time period piece like 70s, 60s, something like that. Like Mad
Ah,
Men was my holy grail.
yeah,
Obviously, Succession was amazing. Oh, Marvelous Miss Maisel, that was amazing. Yeah, time period piece would be it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so if somebody goes to your IMDb, they can see all of your great credits and all the wonderful things that you've been involved in. But yeah, you've got the beautiful long blonde hair. I could just see you like driving and like the hair's flowing in the wind. I'm like, sounds good to me. And plus some great
Yes, sign me
costumes,
up.
sign you up. It was a
Yeah,
pleasure. Thank you for joining us. I hope sincerely that you'll come back and join us again, Ariel.
yeah, I'd love to. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy journeys. Be well. Bye bye.